Welcome back to another What's for Dinner video. Today's video is in collaboration with Jennifer from Cook, Clean, and Repeat, and also with Mandy from Mandy in the Making, so don't forget to go check out all the videos and their collaboration, and hopefully you will enjoy this video. Alright, so let's get started with meal number one. It's going to be chicken tenders with mashed potatoes, corn, and gravy. And if you are new to my channel, I am a mom to 3 growing boys, ages 12, 9, and 5. So I like to keep things simple. I typically use instant mashed potatoes just because that's what I grew up on and they taste good to us. And so alongside that, I'm making some gravy and corn. And the chicken tenders I just buy in a big old container at Sam's Club, as well as all of our seasonings. As you will see here, this is the gravy that we are using. We get the majority of our seasonings at Sam's Club just because you get more bang for your buck. We are a family of 5, so we are not going to eat all these on this particular night, obviously, but I do save a few of these for night number 2, as you will see shortly. And we just dip the chicken in either ranch or barbecue sauce, just depending on what our boys prefer that night. And that is it for meal number 1. For night number 2, we are having chicken parm with side Caesar salad. And again, I just used that leftover chicken. I went ahead and cooked some whole wheat pasta, and we like this Great Value traditional pasta sauce. So what I did is just took a couple pieces of the leftover chicken cold, chopped it up, and then I had the spaghetti sauce simmering and just poured that chicken in there just to let it cook and warm up while the noodles were boiling. In the meantime, I prepared the salad. I always have a hard time cutting up tomatoes, so I went ahead and let my husband do that. He's a pro when it comes to that. I hate cutting tomatoes. I always mess it up. But yeah, our Caesar salad was so delicious. And that is it for meal number 2. I also had a glass of wine, which was very delicious. Alright, for meal number 3, it's orange chicken with broccoli and rice, and I will show you how easy this meal is. We always buy these little chicken bites from Walmart. I don't think they sell this brand anymore, I don't know, but you can get like the Tyson brand, or Banquet has little ones as well. Not quite as good, but really any popcorn chicken will do, and I just cook these according to the directions on the back, and then you just add the orange sauce. And this is the orange sauce that I use. It's the Panda Express kind. Again, I get this at Walmart. So for my rice, I usually do about a cup, sometimes a cup and a half, and I just like to rinse it ahead of time just to kind of get all the starch off. And then typically when I make rice, I'll just saute it in a pot first. And while the rice is warming up, I pop the chicken into the oven. And I prefer to cook my white rice with chicken stock, so this is the stuff that we use. It's just the powder form, and then you add it to a container of water and just pour it in and let it cook up. So I go ahead and pour a little bit of that orange sauce, about 1/3 of the bottle, into the pot just to warm it up. And I've got some broccoli steaming back here, and then I'll go ahead and pour the chicken into that pot, give it a good toss to coat all the pieces of chicken. In the past, when I made this meal, I've actually used the entire bottle of the orange sauce, but after looking at how many calories on it, I couldn't believe I was doing that. So all it takes is just 1/3 of the bottle, but you just want to be sure you stir it multiple times to coat it really well. And this way too, the bottle will last a lot longer and you can get several meals out of it. Here's what the orange chicken looks like when it's all mixed up. Once the rice is done and is cooked for 15 minutes and rested for 5, I go ahead and fluff it up. And then now it's time to plate it, and here is the finished meal. This meal takes probably 30 minutes to whip up, and it's one of my kids' favorites. The 4th and final meal for the week is chicken with mashed potatoes and green beans. So here I'm just taking several chicken breasts, and I went ahead and cut those in half so they were like tenderloins. Along with this meal, I'm having canned cut green beans. I like to season those with butter and garlic salt. And then we had to use up some potatoes, so homemade mashed potatoes it is. Now I'm seasoning the chicken with salt, pepper, garlic powder, and paprika. So I'm just seasoning up both sides. Then I'm going to put some oil in the pan, heat it up, and cook the chicken. This chicken's pretty quick to cook. Only about 5 minutes on each side is all it takes. Mashed potatoes are pretty basic. I add about a tablespoon or so of butter along with milk, but the secret to creamy mashed potatoes that I like to do is to add sour cream. I just feel like it makes it really good and creamy, like I said. And then I also always like to use the hand mixer instead of a masher because that adds some air into it, whips it up, and makes them nice and fluffy. And so that is it for this fourth meal, chicken, mashed potatoes, and green beans. Again, another favorite of ours. Hopefully this gave you some ideas for dinners for you and your family. I love watching these videos. And I also want to thank Jennifer from Cook, Clean, and Repeat, and also Mandy from Mandy in the Making for allowing us to collaborate and bring all these videos into one place. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out. See you in the next one. Bye.